Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, Avalon Crossing. I am just coming in to do a quick tutorial of the website that was recently introduced and make a couple of things, clarify a couple of things that have come up since it was introduced recently. So the reason why the website is being implemented is because there has been feedback received that not everyone is in the Facebook groups. There's a lot of homeowners who are not getting information, updates, and getting information about community events that we have been sharing on our Facebook groups because they are not on social media. And we want to be able to include everyone when we're doing things in the community or when important updates are being shared and community information amongst owners. So this is not an official HOA website. This is not coastal property management website. That is still our HOA site. This is an owner operated website that the board has disseminated to make things simpler for all homeowners. You can choose to use the website if you like, and if you find it's something that will be helpful for you, or you may continue to only resource the coastal property management website and processes for things like parking. So I just wanted to give a quick update of that and also share with you how this website can be utilized through a quick tutorial. So right now what we have on the website is basically a link tree, and we are looking to do some fun things with this site so that owners are involved with decisions, surveys, decision making, just trying to get owners involved as much as possible and not limit that involvement to owners that are on social media. So, of course, there's a disclaimer here letting everyone know this is not the official website. You still need to go to Coastal Property Management website if you want to see the governing documents, things about the meetings, all of that official stuff. And to make it even easier, I put a link here at the bottom of the website where you can access Coastal Property Management. By just clicking here, you'll be able to access Coastal Property Management. As you can see, it might be slowly loading, but there is a link to Coastal right here. Okay, it's loading. There we go, as you can see. So by going to AvalonCrossingHOA.com, you should be able to get to everything that you need regarding Avalon Crossing. That is the intent, is just to make things easier for owners. All right, so we're gonna go back to the website. A lot of people are confused about the parking request form. Currently, what is happening with parking is you need to go into the Coastal Property Management portal, sign in, and create a ticket, and our CAM, who is Cherie, will see it and let you know you're approved for parking. The intention is not to deny people for parking, but it's just to make sure that our roads remain clear for emergency vehicles. So it's just a system of record to know when people are parking and provide further instruction if there may be a situation where multiple owners in the same area are having guests at the same time, and there needs to be further instruction to make sure that our roads remain clear. That's the intent. The intent is not to control your ability to have guests and visitors. It's just to keep the roads clear in case there's an emergency and an emergency vehicle needs to get to an owner. So this is the process right now. However, there is a policy and rules committee that is working on having some rules established and changing some of these rules around so that we can have a little bit of a less restrictive process. But for now, this is how we are managing our roads. So there is a parking request form. There is a parking request process that goes through coastal property management, and Cherie approves it. The problem with that is she works a designated amount of hours. She's not a 24/7 person. She has her own life, and going through the portal, people have run into issues with not getting a response back on the weekends and evenings. Well, with the parking request form through the website, it doesn't just go to Cherie, it goes to our property management company, but it also goes to the board, and they will get an email when you complete the form. And so they will see that someone has completed the form, and they can go in, check the tracker, make sure everything's good, send you your approval. So if you click on this first link block right here, you will get to the parking request form. And it's really simple, just your email, your address, the dates you needed, the times needed, number of vehicles, and just an understanding of you that you understand the rules around like how cars should park and things like that. You hit yes, and then you click submit. Once you click submit, like I said, Coastal Property Management gets an email. Everyone on the board email address gets an email. An alert is sent. Somebody can go in at that time, review the tracker, and send you a quicker response. And that tracker is also sent to the tow companies, so they have a list of all the approved cars, and that's how they can know not to tow, because you have already registered your guest. And you will get an email back right away when that approval is sent, and you can print that out on and put it on your guest dashboards if you want that added peace of mind for your guests. It's not necessary, but that is something that some people like to have. So I hope that clears that up. If you have any other questions about that, feel free to ask the board. I'm not the board. I'm just volunteering to try to help make things easier with this website. So the next thing I wanted to show you is we have this link here for parking updates video. That's the last video that I did, just to kind of explain the reason for the parking enforcement. I like to explain things visually and orally just because people receive information in different ways. Sometimes it's easier to get a picture visually. So whenever there's some updates, I will do my best to work with Justin and the current board, to put little videos together so that we can have community update videos, because it seems that some people like them. So I'll try to continue to do that when we have updates going on, and then I'll post them here on the link tree. You can also see we have a coming soon community newsletter area. We're working on getting a newsletter started so that we can have a news every month to pretty much give information to the owners when we want to have like a little event. Like right now we're having a Halloween contest that an owner has been able to have their employer donate some Home Depot gift cards to a contest for Halloween decorations, fun stuff just to bring us together. And we can put those things here so everyone knows what's going on and can be involved. And it doesn't require for you to be in Facebook groups to have that information. So we're going to put a newsletter together, and so that and if anyone wants to help with that, it would be great. I'll do it if nobody wants to help, but it would be great to have a team of people who are doing it, and we could put creative minds together and have something really fun for everyone. Also, you can see here we have a coming soon community feedback form. We're going to start having surveys that go out to homeowners. That's one of the reasons why Facebook is beneficial, and the groups, people like them, because you feel you can add your input on what's going on. So we want everybody to be able to have the opportunity to add input without requiring that you're on social media to do that. So we're going to start putting some surveys on this website, and we'll let you know when there's a new survey. Right now, like I said before, the Policy and Rules Committee is working on a survey to get everyone involved in establishing our rules and policies for Avalon Crossing community. So be on the lookout for that survey. And then there will be more surveys that come out, and it will be on a variety of things. If something needs to change, if something needs to be voted on, like what do you want to see discussed at the HOA board meetings? What kind of fun activities do you want to see happening? Just surveys to get input and feedback from everybody. So, like I said in the beginning, this website was designed to bring everybody in the loop if they choose to be. It's not a requirement. You don't have to use any of this. You don't need to use this parking request form. You can go through the portal if you're more comfortable with that. No problem. These are just things that are happening to try to help things be simpler, easier, and more collaborative between the board and the community. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment under where I put this. I'll ask Justin if it's okay that this tutorial is also added on the site. But and if anybody has any suggestions for the website or any ideas, I'm open to that too. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you. Bye.